Okay, good morning or afternoon or night. I don't fucking know when you're gonna see this, Max, but hi. It's your boy, Atlas. Hello, YouTube. Last time we talked about Invoker Dogmatica Stalls, we made this deck as a budget option. And honestly, after playing the deck for a couple more days and just really theory crafting, because that's normally how I learn these games, it's not so much like playing it a bunch, it's playing it, thinking about it, playing it, thinking about it some more, and then making changes, because that's just how I think you should play card games. Most of the work's going to be done off the actual game, so you have time to think about shit. But yeah, this is the deck that we were using before, and I think to start off an account, it was fine. It was perfectly fine. I don't like it anymore. In fact, the deck we've based it off of, which was this one right here, I don't fucking like it. I like some ideas from this, but in general, it seems bricky, and I'm surprised that this person tops with it. Also, I would like to correct myself. I berated him for having Thunder Dragon Colossus because I was thinking like, what, is this just a target for Nadir Servant or Maximus to drop or something? No, I'm fucking stupid. Nemesis Corridor is a thunder monster. I thought it was a winged beast. I never read it. This is why you need to read your cards. Please, please read your fucking cards, because then you'll make stupid mistakes like that. So when you bring out Nemesis Corridor, you've used its effect, you can immediately cheat out Thunder Dragon Colossus, and that card's fucking godlike. I mean, there's a reason why it's limited. Oh, your opponent can't add shit to their hand unless they're drawing? That's crazy. But as for like Cyframe Lord, Omega, I'm still gonna give him shit for that. I get it, the whole point's to recycle shit, and Omega is like a good target for Maximus or something, or if you're not gonna need it, it's an excellent target for Pot of P. But I don't like running dead cards. In my opinion, this is a dead card, and it's an ultra rare. I don't want to fucking spend the resources for it. You know what I mean? Anyway, we're gonna fuck off. This is not the deck I'm running anymore. This is the deck we are now running. Well, running. I still need to craft the Infinite Impermanence, but other than that, the deck's pretty much there. And we'd also need to craft the Harpy's Feathers. This is the last card I would craft, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Anyway, the deck looks pretty different. I'm pretty sure the first thing you're gonna say is, where the fuck are the Shaddolls? Well, something I noticed, well, something I always knew and why I never played Shaddolls when they did come out during the Dragon Ruler format, I just stuck it out with Dragon Rulers. Shaddolls fucking brick quite a bit, and they've always been slow, but the format that they were in allowed that to be the case anyway, so it was fine. But they're too slow for this metagame. There's a reason why the reason why this deck is even good is because you can turbo out a window on your opponent's turn, guaranteed every single time. Given you don't have like the most awful starting hand ever, even bad ones can still do it. But the point is, like, that's what makes this deck viable. You bring out Winda on your opponent's turn, you pretty much shut them down, unless they're playing something that can easily beat over Winda, which honestly, with an Alistair in your hand, isn't very likely that that's going to happen. There are other ways to get rid of Winda. Yes, it's not impossible, but for the most part, it's a card that puts this deck on the map. So, with that being said, it came to my attention that I'm never using the main deck Shaddolls, and I always wish I had something else in my hand when I had it. And then it clicked in my head, I'm sending Shaddolls from the extra deck to the graveyard, and then using those for materials with Schism. Why the fuck am I main decking Shaddolls? So I took them out. The only Shaddolls we're running are 2 Windas, Al Capone, and Construct. We don't need any more. I tried to be a little bit more flexible with the ratios, but the extra deck is already super tight as it is, and I think it's perfect just like this. So we're gonna get into explaining the deck, since I didn't really do that last time I made this video. First thing first, you're gonna see why are we running Elemental Heroes in Rainbow Dark Dragon. It's really, really simple. Sometimes we're gonna have to cheat out a board wipe with Predator Plant Anaconda. Historically, Shaddolls, well, this version of Shaddolls that relied on Predator Plant Anaconda has always cheated out some form of fusion monster prior to getting banned. Red Eyes Black Dragoon. Let me see if I can look it up so I can show you guys. Red Eyes. What the fuck is it? Do they not show ban cards on here? What the fuck? They don't show ban cards on here? What the shit? Okay, the point is, Red Eyes Black Dragoon was a stupid fucking card. It actually put that god-awful archetype, which was Dark Magician, on the map because that monster was really, really hard to get rid of, if you even could get rid of it. And they could cheat it out very easy with Predaplant Verde Anaconda because you would just send Red Ice Fusion in the graveyard and then make it with materials in your deck, and then bada bing, bada boom, you have an instant boss monster. So historically, this deck has always like cheated out fusion monsters that way with Predaplant Verde Anaconda. So that's why we're running the Neos engine, and it's unlike most engines where it's a lot of fucking cards. This one's actually pretty small. It's just Neos Fusion, and then these two monsters, and then we have Rainbow Neos that we're gonna cheat out. Why Rainbow Neos specifically? Well, Destiny Hero Phoenix Enforcer isn't in this game yet because we're behind on a good amount of sets. This game has like a really behind card pool, especially if we're comparing it to the OCG. So I think Rainbow Neos is still like a good pick. Some people will say, hey, you know, play Starving Venom or something. Here, I'll show you Starving Venom. All right, this is an alternative. If you don't want to pull for Rainbow Neos, you could choose Starving Venom. It's still a good card. Here, let's go ahead and read it together. If this card is fusion summoned, which it will be, you can make this card gain attack equal to one of your opponent's special summon monsters until the end of this turn. Once per turn, you can target one level 5 or higher monster your opponent controls. Until the end phase, this card's name becomes that monster's original name and replaces this effect with your opponent's original effect, which can get a little fucking stupid if you're in the right matchup. If this fusion summon card is destroyed, you can destroy all of your opponent's special summon monsters, which is another reason to use it because it's a board wipe for special summon monsters. You could steal effects, etc. I don't want to run it. I'm more content with running Rainbow Neos, but that's my reasoning right there. So what does Rainbow Neos do for those who are uninformed? It's pretty much a board wipe. Let's see. You could send one monster. You can only use one of these effects per turn, by the way. Once per turn, you can activate one of these effects. Send one monster you control to the graveyard, shuffle all monsters your opponent controls into the deck. That's why I run it. I like that a lot. And then here's another one that could potentially fuck over Sky Strikers. Send one spell or trap you control the graveyard, shuffle all spells and traps from your opponent controls into the deck. And then here's another one, send one card from the top of your deck to graveyard, shuffle all cards from your opponent's graveyard to the deck. So both of those last two effects can really fuck over Sky Strikers and Eldritch, etc. Point is, like, this is a really annoying board wipe, and it's a really good Uno Reverso card to use in the mid game, or sometimes to just straight up go second with, and I like it. It fits the role that this deck uses to cheat out fusions. Hand traps, it's the usual ones: 3 Max C, 3 Ash Blossom, and we're also running 1 Nibiru. I would have loved to put 2, but I think this deck is just solid with 1. You don't need any more than that. It's already pretty cramped as it is. I don't want to introduce more cards that could potentially not give me a good starting hand. So Nibiru, there you go. There's 1. 3 Alistair, 2 Magical Meltdown, and I've raised Invocation to another one, so it's 2 Invocations. Reason being, Alistair is going to be your number one way to pretty much bait an Ash Blossom. Everyone will try to Ash Blossom Alistair, and rightfully so. However, because this deck is so varied in its combos, we can play through that, and we want you to negate our Alistair, because more often than not, even with just 1 Invoke, I'm usually opening with an Invocation and an Alistair anyway, so it's whatever. Magical Meltdown, the reason why I like this card, it searches out Alistair. When we have it out, they can't stop us from fusion summoning with Predaplant Anaconda. As you can see here, let's go ahead and put on our little spectacles and read. Blah, 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 blah. The activation of your cards and effects that include an effect of fusion summons and fusion monster cannot be negated. Also, your opponent's cards and effects cannot activate when a monster is fusion summoned this way. You can only activate 1 Magical Meltdown per turn. So yeah, that's pretty baller. And I'm pretty sure this protects our fusion monsters from doing their effects anyway, so they can go off uninterrupted. So yeah, good cards. You want them. They're pretty much the heart and soul of the deck. It's the main use of the engine, and as much of a meme as Alistair is, he's useful. People are going to keep using him. Nemesis Corridor. This is a bit... like, you could switch this out if you really don't want it. That means you could also flex out Thunder Dragon Colossus. But I keep it in here to recycle some of the things that I've been banishing, so I can use again later, like a Construct or Window, whatever. Doesn't matter. It's good for recycling, and you can immediately tag out into Thunder Dragon Colossus, which is always a plus. This is a big body, all right, a really good stun effect. And also, if you don't want to do it that turn, you're usually going to be using this to turbo out into Predaplant Anaconda, and then go for those plays if the situation calls for it. The Dogmatica engine, we're running 3 Ecclesia. We've cut down Maximus to 1. I don't know why that other person had it to 3. Maximus is super fucking bricky, in my opinion. So I think 1 is good. And we're keeping the Fleur-de-Lis at 1 because we don't need any more. As well as we're getting the Nadir Servant. I mean, there's only 1. If we could run 3, I would run 3 Nadir Servant and then 1 Ecclesia, just to keep the ratios consistent. And because, like, Nadir Servant, like, accomplishes what Ecclesia does without locking me out of my extract. At least I think it does. Let me correct that real quick. Let's see. You cannot special summon monsters from your extract. Never mind. But point is, it doesn't, like, waste up space on my board, like Ecclesia would. So I prefer Nadir Servant because it enables more plays anyway. All right. Moving on, Ibiru. All right, Harpy's Feather Duster. It would probably be the last card I ever suggest anyone like crafting for this deck specifically, especially since like Lightning Storm is a free card. Free. They gift it to you if you get the special pack, but you should. So you could run that in the meantime, and then once you have like 1 more card left to craft this deck, make it Harpy's Feather Duster. It's better than Lightning Storm because, I mean, you're gonna control shit on the field. You're always going to. I mean, if at the very least you're gonna have a Schism out there, so you can't use Lightning Storm unless you open with it. And I think it's a great opening card. I think it's a fucking awful card every other chance you get it. Harpy's Feather Duster, always good. Terraforming, you need that for Alistair stuff. We went over this, went over that. Pot of P. People run 3 Pot of P. I hate the fact that I even have to run these fucking awful pot cards. Unfortunately, they are necessary for decks that have like inconsistency issues, and that's why I like playing Drytrons, because I don't run those cards. I fucking detest running Pot of Desires in every meta deck because I can get fucked over, but I have to because it ups the consistency of the decks. Pot of P is no different. I have some cards in my extra deck that I don't give a shit about depending on the matchup, so we run Pot of Prosperity, alright? And the cards you're usually going to drop if you don't need them, it's going to be Entis. It could also be... Let's see who else I get rid of. Sometimes it's going to be Rainbow Neos because we're not going to need them. Other times it could be like Purgatrio. Sometimes you're not going to need them at all. Etc, etc. Hell, you could even drop Agoades if you want. But I like Agoades a lot. It usually helps me close out games because it's pretty good. So I'm usually not banishing. But those are the 3 targets. You could always change it up to your preferences, but those are usually the ones I target because they might not opt in seed play. Sometimes I'll just get rid of the Verde Anaconda if I already like drew Neos Fusion, because I don't need to turbo out Verde Anaconda anymore since I have Neos Fusion in my hand, right? Or let's say I drew a Neos or Rainbow Dragon and they're pretty much dead. Well, they're not always going to be dead in my hand. We could always use some plays for that, but yeah. All right, moving on to Called by the Grey. Look, it's an anti-hand trap. I don't need to explain it. It's good. Run it at 2. Forbidden Droplet. Really good card. Really quick negate. That's pretty much why people use it. It's the negate. The attack reduction is for the most part irrelevant, but yeah, it's a quick negate. Use it. Valor sucks. This is better. 3 Infinite Impermanence. This is the next card that we're going to generate. This is the next card that we're going to generate at a place set, really. And the reason for it is it's a literal hand trap by every like definition of the word. Trap the active from your hand. It's really good. It's probably the best form of effect negation in Yu-Gi-Oh right now, in my opinion. The only reason why like we didn't do it earlier is because it's not necessary at the very start. You definitely want it in your deck, but you don't need it immediately. It's like DK said, you don't want to be all blinged out with all this like Versace watches and whatever the fuck Rolexes and shit. I'm not rich. You can tell I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to like the higher living people. But you don't want to walk out all blinged out and you're naked because you couldn't afford normal clothes. So that's why Infinite Permanence was left out until the end here. But trust me, if we're gonna make it, we're gonna make sure it's at least 2 copies we're generating, because one of Impermanence, why fucking bother? But we do have replacements for these that I'm going to show you, as well as for Harpy's Feather Duster. Dogmatica Punishment, it's a good one of, you don't need more than that. and Shaddoll Schism. Another good one of you never need more than that. We're always going to search it. We're always going to end the turn with it. You don't need to run more than one. Extra deck choices. Let's get into that. Elder Entity Intis, it's only used as either bait for Pot of Prosperity, or if I get another chance to use Maximus for whatever reason, I can drop this to the graveyard so it pops something. Winda, best part in the deck. Run 2 because 1 wasn't enough. Al Capone, I really, that's not its actual name. I'm going to keep calling it that though. I really wanted to run 2. I really did, but the extra got cramped, and I definitely needed some of these tech options, so we're keeping Al Capone at 1. Invoked Purgatrio. I hated Raijin. I fucking hate Raijin. I'm running him in the budget version because it's just filler space for the time being, or at least I thought I was. I'm pretty sure I took him out for once I crafted Colossus. But I hate Raijin, and Purgatrio is way more helpful to him, so we're keeping Purgatrio, took out Raijin. Elshell Construct. Honestly, we're never actually going to summon this card. It's only going to be used to get Schism into our hand in some way, shape, or form. Because we are going to drop it to the graveyard and add Schism back to our hand. That's typically what it's used for. Thunder Dragon Colossus. Easy peasy summon because of Nemesis Corridor. Really good at locking opponent out. Really good card. I recommend it. Algamedes. It's a really good card to close out games with. If you don't know what Algamedes does, so you summon it by using Alistair and a fusion monster. That's why it's going to be a late game card. If this card is special summon, or a monster is special summoned to your opponent's field, you can target one monster your opponent controls, destroy it. You can only use this effect of Algamedes once per turn. Another one, once per turn, you can banish one fused monster in the graveyard. This card gains attack equal to the banished monster's attack until the end of your opponent's turn. Pretty fucking baller. Honestly, it's closed out plenty of games for me. I like it. I keep it at 1. You don't need more than 1. Ashland Fire Dragon. It's part of the Dogmatica engine. It's how we add Fleur-de-Lis to our hand. If for some reason we open up Fleur-de-Lis, hey, that's another target for Pot of P. I don't fucking need that. Get it out of here. Invoked Makaba. I was running it run initially, and then I realized like this is my favorite fucking card in this whole deck because it's an Omni Negate. Sure, it's once per turn, but it's still an Omni Negate. I want to run more, so we cut Raijin and added another Makaba. I like it. Rainbow Neos, I explained it. We could turbo out with Predator Plant Anaconda. It's a board wipe. It's fucking nuts. These two, Secure Gardna and Salamangreat Almirage, you're pretty much gonna, I mean, if you've seen the video beforehand, what you do to turbo out Makaba is you summon Alistair. All right, once you search Invocation, you link out into Almirage, and then because Almirage is a Cyberse monster, you link it out into Secure Gardna because we need a light monster, and then we're gonna use Invocation to fuse Alistair and Secure Gardna to make Makaba, and then we like having Almirage in the graveyard so we could special summon Maximus. It's just how it is. You set up all these materials and shit. Predator Plant Verde Anaconda, it cheats out Rainbow Neos. That's pretty much it. So that's the deck we're aiming towards now. As for like our missing options, any budget options in case you want to, copy it, well, we'll get into that. So here's the budget version that I was running because we already had most of the cards anyway. The changes we made. So at the time, we only had 2 Forbidden Droplets. So I put in Forbidden Chalice. This is an old school card, not necessarily amazing, but it was a good tech card back in the day. And yeah, Forbidden Droplet is just a way better version of Chalice in every way, shape, and form. But yeah, we're playing that as like a substitute. We don't need it anymore. We now have a 3rd Forbidden Droplet, so there we go. Substitutions for the Infinite Impermanence, and I'm sure a lot of you will appreciate this. Impermanence was a negate that you can activate from your hand anytime, like Defect Negation. There's not anything like in the game that can really do that, so we're gonna go with some old school tech cards. First one's gonna be Typhoon. I might just cut this out and just run 3 evenly matched, but I wanted to keep testing this out. Target 1 face-up Spell Trap on the field, destroy it. If your opponent controls 2 or more Spell Trap cards and you control no Spell Trap cards, you can activate this card from your hand. Realistically, it's just to stop any like plays that go for like Sky Strikers or whatchamacallit. It could be Tri Brigade, it could be what's another one? Oh, it's on top of my head. That Numeron, it could be Numeron, etc. I'm not too crazy about this. I just wanted to try it out. The other ones I'm very excited about. It is 2 evenly matched. I'm sure you guys have at least heard of this card before. I'm not sure why it's not being played currently, but I still think it's really good. So imagine this. POV, turn 1, your opponent set up their whole board. you're gonna have to face it off. Oh, what's that? End phase of their turn, activate evenly matched. Their whole board has been banished to match your board, which is nothing. That's crazy. Yeah, that's what we're adding it. I just needed literal hand traps is all. So that's what that's there for. And you know, it's not awful if you draw it. It could still be a good comeback card. Let's see. We replaced Harpy's Feather Duster with Lightning Storm because we don't have Harpy's Feather Duster yet. Lightning Storm, in my opinion, is not a good card. If you open it, great. If not, it's a dead card, and I don't like it. But hey, it's a budget option. There you go. That's why we have it. Alternative budget options, none. Follow the deck recipe, please. Like, as you know, Ash Blossom and Max Sphere are some of the most important cards to craft immediately. Get them out immediately. Nothing else is really negotiable. You could try throwing in filler, like, Solemn Judgment, Solemn Strike, whatever. You could try throwing in filler. That's fine, but generally, like, you don't want to settle for less. Yeah, pretty much it. So, save changes. Cool. First thing I want to do, because the plan is I use Max's deck for 5 games in a row, show him how I play the game, but I wanted to actually check out some of his replays because he told me he saved some. So let's check his replays. Oh, also, if you ever want to get coached like this, feel free to DM me. We could set up a thing. I am going to charge you. Not much, because, you know, I'm a fucking nobody. It'll be very, very affordable. But, you know, I don't like working for free, you know? Go ahead and watch him. He was playing against Tri Brigade Zodiac. All right, very interested in watching this. For those who don't know, Invoker Dogmatic Ashtal, I'm just going to call it IDS, actually beats Tri Brigade pretty fucking hard. We can out Appaloosa pretty easily. And, you know, we could shut down their whole deck by just bringing out Window. So that's that. Okay, let me see who started out the duel first. I think his opponent did. I'm guessing he lost the dice roll because you always want to, like, play first. If you're, you know, the IDS player. It's not that the deck can't go second. It most certainly can, but, you know, obviously if you can, play first. Wait, what? Is it gonna go for Almirage? Okay, summons kit brings out Almirage. So what that tells me is they had nothing in their hand if they had to resort to normal summoning kit just to bring out Almirage. And they're only gonna do it to dump more stuff in the graveyard. It's probably gonna be the one that searches stuff for you. I can't remember his name right now. It's the green guy. Nerval. He's gonna add Karas to your hand. Okay. If he's adding Karas, he definitely has another Beast Warrior in his hand that he's gonna drop. It's probably going to be, if I had to guess, either another dead card in his hand that he doesn't need for whatever reason, or in my opinion, it's probably gonna be a Zodiac. All right, it's a Zodiac. All right, it was Whiptail. By the way, don't run Whiptail if you're playing this deck. Just run Thoroughblade and Ram. Wait, was he protecting this? I guess he's freeing up his zone. That's fair. That's fair. And I don't think Almirage was pointing anywhere he can use. Unless he accidentally put it in the spot. Yeah, I think that's a bit of a misplay. So he's going to go for his basic turn 1 play. Yeah, you see, he didn't even have a... He didn't even bring out Appaloosa. So this is the totally breakable board. Let's see how Max handled this. This is like the baby mode. I have no plays bringing out this board. If you ever see a Tri Brigade player end on Rugal and Tri Brigade Revolt, they have nothing in their hand. That is like the weakest opening they could have. It's still a good opening, but it's the weakest opening they possibly have. So we know what their field is. That's Revolt, that's Rugal, all right? This is actually a pretty good hand. Maximus plus Alistair does make a pretty good opening. So I'm curious to see how you fucked this up. Summon Alistair. He brings out Tri Brigade Revolt. That's fine. We're just debating him. He's going to banish Alistair to bring out his Shurag. Something that I really don't like about a lot of like really rookie Tri Brigade players, and I don't also like how people respect foreign players at all too, because Almost everyone's fucking bad at this game. Even the good players in Plat 1. It's usually bad players anyway, myself included. I'm not saying I'm better than you guys. So I don't think anyone should ever be intimidated by anyone who doesn't speak English playing this game, because they probably net decked too. It's a card game. Everyone's net decking. But yeah, the thing I don't like about Trigger players is they really, really are like trigger happy with their revolt when they could save it for a better time. Like, hold that shit. You definitely could have disrupted Max's play way better. You know what I'm saying? Really, he's gonna activate the kit for what? What are you gonna drop? Don't fuck with your card advantage, man. Okay, so he's gonna droplet the Shreg. I like it. Wait, did you drop your fucking droplet for that? Oh, I don't know if I agree with that, man. Oh, you dropped your Nemesis Corridor. Oh, no, I definitely don't agree with that. You could shut down, you could shut them down by having Colossus out, dude. What I would have done, yeah, what I would have done is I would have just dropped the invocation. Anyway. Wait, did he double droplet? I think he double droplet, didn't he? No, it was just one. Activate droplet. Send that, send Nemesis Court. Oh, right, drop. Okay, Max, you don't actually have to send 2 cards for droplet. You only need the one. So if you just click no, it'll just target the one, and there you go. It happens. It's this thing's really annoying autoplay system. I hate it. But yeah, I would drop the invocation because you're adding one right now anyway, so it's whatever. Unless they got negated. Oh, right. You're playing the one invocation in this current build. Right, might be. Wait. Why are you going for Purgatrio? No. I mean, I like that you're getting rid of the stuff in his graveyard. That's a pretty good play, but at the end of the day, it didn't fucking matter. Like, absolutely bring out Makaba. It's just the better card. Oh, no, Max. Bro, no, not this piece of shit. This is the boss monster. You want to get rid of him. Any single time a Tri-Brigade monster is special summoned, once per turn, this thing is going to remove something from play, and you'll be able to do it without targeting. So that's another one. Oh, big surprise. Read your fucking cards. I'm going to keep preaching that to every card player ever. No, you want to get rid of Shrag. That's the boss monster. You got rid of the wrong one. You're probably just going for damage. Never mind. I'm fucking stupid. I'm cutting that out. You can attack all monsters. Read your cards, guys. Either way, I still would have Makaba'd and attacked something. Like, just having Makaba out is so much better. Like, you could run over the Shrag because of Droplet. Have Makaba out. Whatever. It's just a better card because then you can negate his shit, like a monster effect, which he's gonna do next turn. He had Gekis. You had Almrosh protect it. There you go. He had Gamma. Who the fuck plays Cyframe Gamma in Tri-Brigades? That card is so bricky. That was a dead card in his hand, and that's what he chose to do. Oh, whatever. Either way, I still think Makaba was the correct play in that situation, but, you know, it is what it is. Oh, going straight into Trident. That was fucking stupid. I guess he wants to set up his graveyard and then bring out all the Zodiac monsters, but I think that was a little unnecessary. I think he should be thinking long term. I thought he was gonna go for Zeus or something. I don't know. Okay, another thing. So, Max, you had Maximus and Alistair in your hand at the start of the duel. That's already like a full combo to get Winda out. And if you had just done the combo and run over Shrag, with your Makaba, you would have had Winda out, which would have been immune to the Raigeki and etc. So you completely misplayed. You went for the baby mode Alistair plays and brought out the wrong monster, in my opinion. Yeah, you tacked over his field, but that doesn't matter. It wasn't optimal. So I'm gonna fault you for not knowing your combos. Appaloosa? Yep. Yeah, this was entirely winnable. Turn 1. Especially since he had the weakest play a Tri-Brigade deck could possibly do. So I'm gonna have to fault you for that, Chief. I don't even have to see what happens next. This is a done game. He was running... You know, actually, this is relevant. So let's go ahead and watch this one. Let's see if you played this one with Stalls or disgusting-ass Cyber Dragons. If it's Cyber Dragons, I'm backing the fuck out. It's Cyber Dragons. Oh, wait, what? Why don't you have sleeves? Okay, it looks like you're running my iteration of the deck, the new iteration, which makes me think that you definitely fucking misplayed the first game. Because you didn't trigger Alistair, or maybe it got negated. I don't even remember anymore. But the point is, let's just keep watching. Amazing play. Amazing play. You just... One second. Here you are, sir. Take this. I don't even deserve it. Take that. You are so amazing that you made the man quit. It's really fucking mean. 17. I'm doing this just to be funny, and we're friends, so we shit on each other all the fucking time. Yeah. Okay. You start off your turn, you're gonna pot of P. Honestly, though, this was already a good hand. I wouldn't have pot of P'd. Fuck that. Because, I mean, I really don't think you were studying your combos, Max. You had Alistair and Ecclesia in your hand. You'll automatically get the field you want with just those two. I'm starting to really believe that you did not pay attention to that entire video I made specifically for you if you're making misplays this fucking massive. What you send? You sent Colossus. Aw, dude, why'd you send Al Capone? That's part of the combo, man. No! No! Thunder Dragon Colossus. Fucking. Oh, that would have been so good against heroes. Not that you would have known that you're playing heroes, but dude, no! No, man. Look, the ones you're gonna send to the graveyard, typically IMO, alright? Ints, yeah, sure. You don't even think you needed to use Pot of P, first of all. But Ints, sure. Fucking Purgatrio, you're probably not gonna need that in this matchup at all. You rarely. This is a situational card, and it's filler, but it's good filler, IMO. And I would have probably sent... Not Colossus, I could tell you that, dude. Not Al Capone either. That's absolutely vital. Probably Algamedes. Either Algamedes... Nah, I would have just sent Algamedes. But yeah, no, we don't need to do that, dude. And for what? A Nadir Servant? You don't even need that. You have Ecclesia in your hand. I'm roasting you even though you won. This is how you know I'm like ticked off. Alright. Can I see what's in their hand? I cannot. Alright, baby mode Alistair plays. You gonna go for Makaba? Alright, this zone right here, that's where you put Makaba. Predator Anaconda points to these two zones in case you want to go for future Link plays. I mean, you're probably fucking not, but just get in the habit of putting it where your Link monsters don't point. Okay, no, 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 fucking no, no, fucking no. You do this when we play too. You're not using Ecclesia to add Fleur-de-Lis. Fleur-de-Lis is going to be added to your hand by Ash Dragon. So you got the combo all fucking wrong, man. Alright, like, big mistake getting rid of Al Capone. That's how you get Skirmish, or Schism, my bad. I keep saying fucking Skirmish. Schism to your hand. So you're supposed to bring out Ecclesia, add Maximus, remove from play your Almirage to bring out Maximus, use Maximus to drop Al Capone, which by the way, you got a Nadir Servant, you're not even using it, that's whatever. You drop Al Capone and you would drop your Ashland Dragon, and then you add Schism to your hand, drop Schism, alright? Am I doing that combo right? Well, if using Nadir Servant, you would drop Al Capone first, and then like for Maximus, you would drop your Construct and your Ashland Dragon to add Schism back to your hand. Skirmish. Schism. Yeah, Schism to your hand. But in this case, like, no, you would just add Schism to your hand, drop something you don't need. So you already royally fucked up this play, and you're Nadir Servanting. Why? Okay. Okay. So you dropped Construct, but you have nothing to search for. I don't care if you won. This is just a very bad misuse of the deck, and I can see why you're not getting the most out of it, because you're playing it very incorrectly. Okay, what are you gonna drop with Mac? Oh, okay. So you settled for having this board here. There's so many misplays. You settled for having this board here. The whole point of the deck, and I've told you this a million times, is to bring out Winda. That is the goal of the deck. No matter what, your end field should always have Winda by the time it's your opponent's main phase. Alright, look. When you add Fleur-de-Lis, be it by Ash Dragon or whatever the fuck, you don't bring it out immediately. You want to know why? Because the reason why we run Fleur-de-Lis is because when you bring it out, you can negate the effect of a face-up monster if you have another Dogmatica card. That's why we run this card. It doesn't matter if it's a beat stick. You're still living in that era of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where it's like, bring out big monster pass. No, we don't do that anymore. With how easy it is to get rid of boards, and I've shown you with Sky Strikers, you don't play like that anymore, alright? I'm guessing they bricked. Oh, they're running Pot of P? Yeah, they're bricking. Alright, here's another thing. I'm gonna pause this. I mean, you don't know what deck they're playing. I think that's a waste of a maxi. Clearly, they're gonna try to fusion something anyway because it's Destiny Heroes. But don't be so antsy with your hand traps, alright? Let's see, what does that card do? Blah. Nothing about special summoning, so you could have held on to it. What's this? Now I would have changed Maxi, just in case. You know? Personally, what I would have done is I would have set the called by, and just try to negate monster effects on the Kava, because if a lot of these decks tend to rely on things in the graveyard. So let's go ahead and read that. Where the fuck is that card? Fusion Destiny. Fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck that contains Destiny Hero, using monsters from your hand or deck as fusion materials. Oh, that's pretty godly. But destroy it during the end phase. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So what did he banish? Can Nemesis Corridor banish spells and traps? See, this is why I would have like put down the called by and used Makaba to negate monster effects, because I mean you stop the fusion, that's cool, but stopping a monster effect would have been way more helpful. And another thing, you probably like held on to that in case you had like Raigeki or something. This is why we have Winda. Not only could he not do this play if you had Winda out, Winda can't be destroyed by card effects, so you wouldn't have to give a shit about Raigeki. You would still have Winda out on the board at the end of the day. This I could see why you're losing games, because you're not doing your win condition. You're not playing the deck like in the way that makes it viable. You're like, oh, invoke. You might as well just not even play Shaddoll cards if you're gonna play the deck like this. I mean, I guess. Okay, so I did what you asked. We looked at 1 win and 1 loss. You misplayed heavily in both, and I definitely think you only won this game because your opponent is playing literally like an F tier deck. So, I mean, not only are they going to brick, the cards aren't good. But I'm still like, I hope you get that I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just trying to drill into that you're playing the deck wrong. So when you come to me saying you're frustrated that you're losing, you don't even want to play anymore, I need you to understand you are not playing correctly at all. You're not playing the deck the way it should. You're playing like you didn't even listen to the guide I made for you. Maybe that's my fault for making it too long, or not segmenting the videos so that the comments so that the combos were more like referable, because I don't know how to add chapters to YouTube. I'm gonna figure it out and do it immediately so you can always refer to those combos when needed. All right. So it might just be because I'm a bad teacher when I made that video. I prefer to just show people next to them. But at the same time, it's like, you could have referred to the video anytime, man. And it really, really seems like outside of the Alistair combo, which is, it's a 1-card combo, you can't fuck it up. I definitely think you don't understand how this deck works at all. So we're gonna do, I say 5 games is a bit much. We'll do 3 games, and I'll see how my opinion changes if I want to do 5. Yeah, there, he's playing on the Switch. How many cards are you playing with? Okay, he probably knows what he's doing. Upstrike. If I'm playing against a fucking Exodia deck. I think he's playing on his phone. Yeah, he's definitely playing on his phone. This is gonna take a while. Oh, this is already annoying as shit. The max text back. Oh, okay. What the fuck is this? Magical Meltdown. Oh, are we doing a mirror match? Fuck that, dude. All right, 1 second. All right, yeah, someone threw our package in the wrong fucking spot. What is up with Amazon and being fucking dumb? Where the hell is that? Near apartment 6, my ass. All right, we're gonna know you him ourselves. Cosmic Cyclone. Okay, okay. Alright, alright. What? Shit. Let's check out one of your banished monsters. I wish you banished a fucking monster. Mm, I could still go into something, so we're gonna summon Ecclesia. Alright. We're gonna activate Ecclesia's effect. We're gonna add Maximus to our hand. Are you gonna Ash me? Do you have an Ash Blossom? I'm still gonna attack you directly. He has an Imperm. Alright, fair enough. In before, oh, that was pointless. Okay. That's fine. That tells me he has fucking nothing in his deck. Alright. I'm cool with that, man. I'm gonna keep evenly matched in my hand. Actually, you know, fuck that. In case he pops off, I want to fuck him over. Wait, what? He's running Invoked Eldritch. Oh, oops. I fucked up there. Oops, should have kept that in my hand. I thought this was the mirror match. No, we're doing Invoked Eldritch, so gotta change plans. At least he doesn't have his annoying ass fucking trap card, so, you know, at least there's that. Go on then, go on. I'm pretty sure this thing only has the whole... Yeah, it has no self-protection, it just floats easily. Okay, I'm not even tripping. Another Nemesis Quarter. Not what I want to see, but that's fine. Normal summon. And do it again. Still a playmaker. Alistair's just the opening act. Oh, fuck you. You do not have an Ash Blossom. He has something. I don't know what he has, but he has something. Alright, I'm gonna add Maximus to our hand. Let's see. It'll work for next turn. I can't really do anything about that now. Perhaps the Dogmatic Punishment, since I don't have Almirage in the graveyard. I forgot Ecclesia locks us out. There's not much you can really do right now, though, so it's all good. Okay. Alright, if I don't draw anything good by next turn, I'm just gonna scoop. Schism. Okay, that is gonna be a scoop. So we lost that one. Starting off with the loss, not too bad. It's whatever. Cool, I'm going first. This was an okay hand. Oh, I should be opening up with Schism. Og? Yep. But also nope. Get fucked, nerd. Yes, we're gonna add Alistair to our hand so we don't draw it for the consistency. Alright, normal summon Alistair. Add invocation. We're gonna go into the Macabre play, so El Mirage for future plays. Secure Gardena, so we have a light monster. You know what? I could do way more than just this. I want to be an absolute fucking asshole. That's what I want to be. Alright. We're going to activate Invocation. Now, normally, we want to add back Invocation to our hand, right? Or Alistair, rather. So, I got something else. I got another plan. Oh, actually, maybe not. We could just send the Secure Gardena. Never mind. Check this out. I'm gonna do this on the fucking fly. Alright. So that's all fine and dandy. We activate our invocation. Add our Alistair back to hand. Invocation to the deck, whatever. We know how this works. Alright, check this out. Nemesis Corridor. Return our Secure Gardena. So not only can we... I think we can do that play again. We can do something like that again. Check this shit out, alright? Oh, what's that? A Thunder Monster activated its effect? Well then, you better go catch it. And we didn't say any shit else to the graveyard, so we can hold on to Schism. Yeah, fucking check this shit out, man. Thunder Dragon Colossus plus Macabre? Damn, man, you're not adding shit to your hand. And I have an Omni Negate. Fuck off. And our fusion effects are predicted by Magical Meltdown. What's this? What is this card? Nunu. You can send this card to the from your hand to the graveyard and send one Dragon Reptile monster from your deck to the graveyard. If you control no other monsters or you control a you can special summon this card from your graveyard, but banish it. You know what, buddy? No. No, I don't want you starting your plays. So, yeah, no. You could fuck right off. Masked Chameleon, so he's playing some sort of Xyz deck. I'm gonna turn this off for now because it's gonna get really annoying to keep seeing that. What'd that do? What this do? Geomathmech Magma? When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can target up to 2 cards your opponent controls, destroy them. If this card is destroyed by battle, or if this card in its own possession is destroyed by opponent's card effect, you can add 1 Math, whatever the fuck. Oh, he quit. Never mind. He sucks. L plus ratio plus you suck plus you're playing a rogue deck plus you're ugly plus you're... What? Thank you. Shit. Fuck, that's an awful hand. I'm gonna bait out the Ash Blossom. Alright, we're gonna banish you, because we don't need you. We drew Neos, so the Rainbow Neos is dead. And Purgatrio. Evenly matched. Sheesh. Huh. Called by the grave. Honestly, called by the grave. I don't want him to fucking possibly still. Yeah. I don't want him to ash me. Oh, wait, no, he's probably a scrub. He's burning 60 cards. Normal summon Alistair. Activate Alistair's effect. Yeah. Alright. Gonna go for the usual shit. Hey, Max, this is a combo you didn't do. Check this out. We're gonna do the baby mode Alistair combos. Alright. Go into Secure Gardena. Alright, alright. And then we're gonna Invocation for Makaba. Oh shit, I could use the Neos in my hand. I'm gonna use Neos to discard something. He'll be discard fodder later on. That's what we're gonna keep him for. Makaba. I don't think I can drop Neos to use Makaba's effect. Oh, actually I can. Cool. Okay. Now we're gonna activate the effect of Dogmatica Ecclesia. Special summon her in defense position. You know, we don't want her to be a target to, you know, make us lose life points. And we're gonna add to her hand, not Fleur-de-Lis. You do not add Fleur-de-Lis with her. That's what Ashland Dragon's for. We're adding Maximus, alright? Activate Maximus's effect because we have our stupid Almirage in there, right? Fuck Almirage, he's ugly. I don't like him. Bring out Maximus in defense mode because it's only logical. Activate Maximus's effect, alright? We're gonna drop... Stop! We're gonna drop Al Capone, alright? And the Ash Dragon. Okay. What is your placer? Are you gonna Ash Blossom me? I added a Call to the Grave to my hand. You ain't gonna do shit. There's also a possibility he's gonna Nibiru here, and to that I say, I'm all for it, man. What the fuck? Oh, he had to drop shit. Activate Al Capone's ability. Okay. We're gonna add Skirmish to our hand. As for what to discard, it's a very, very good question. Well, we got rid of most of our targets for Dogmatica Punishment, so we're gonna get rid of Dogmatica Punishment, alright? It's only optimal. We're gonna set our Schism and end our turn, alright? We're gonna turn this thing to on. This thing right here, we're turning it to on. Activate effective Ashland Dragon. We're not gonna negate it. We're gonna add to our hand Fleur-de-Lis. We're not gonna special summon it just yet. We're gonna save onto it. Hold on to it, Max. Just fucking hold on to it. We're not gonna use it yet. Alright, this is how you should be playing the deck. You're staring down an Ami negate. I activate Shadul Schism on your draw phase. What are you gonna do about it, pussy? Standby phase. Main phase. He activates anything. He sets a card. He fucking sneezes. I'm activating Schism's ability, alright? We're not playing around. That card. I don't even know what the fuck that does. I'm activating Schism. I don't want to read. We don't want him to play the game. We're bringing out Shadul Winda right now. Banish these two. They're ugly and I don't like them. Why is my connection saying it's bad? God damn it, Spectrum Internet, motherfuckers. right, we're gonna skip these effects. We're gonna turn our shit back to auto because I don't want to be bombarded a bajillion times. Poppin'. We have now told him that his PP is small and he cannot play the game. Who called me? Oh, yeah, fuck off. Let's see. He normal summoned Lady Debug. I'm gonna bring out Fleur-de-Lis now. Alright. Hey, did this thing activate? Did I disconnect it? Motherfucker. Fleur-de-Lis comes out, negates that effect. We're saving it. We're saving Makaba, alright? And this is why we don't bring out Fleur-de-Lis immediately, so we could do something like this. Hold on to Fleur-de-Lis, Max. Alright. This is what you should be getting. This is the field that you should be having, alright? I hope I illustrated that enough. And he scoops. There you go. He can't play the game. This is a perfect fucking game to illustrate how to play this deck, alright? Man, I had to get a shitty hand. Okay. So we don't have Neos in hand, so it's not extremely obvious who to drop. We're still dropping Intis because we're probably not gonna need her. We're not gonna need Purgatoro. I'm gonna make an executive decision to not have Algamedes. I normally would appreciate Algamedes in the long run, but I'm gonna try to end this quickly. Okay, Dogmatic Punishment, Nibiru, or Ash Blossom. That is a tough choice. I don't know what my opponent's playing. I'm pretty sure it's a scrub, so I think Ash Blossom would be a better addition. Alright, we're gonna whatever. I'm going to normal summon Ecclesia. Alright. We're gonna add Dogmatic Punishment to our hand, just because it could get us some plays. Alright. We want to send Al Capone to the graveyard. This is another way of doing it. Oh, okay, we're both having connection issues. That's crazy. I'm gonna hold off on that. Are you seriously trying to crash? Why would you fucking crash? Oh, that's why. Yeah, Dogmatic of Punishment. Fuck off. Send Al Capone to the graveyard. Al Capone's effect. What the fuck is that? Gravekeeper's Watcher. During the player's turn, when your opponent activates blah 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 blah. Aww. Man. I mean, I guess. Fucking Killjoy. Alright, another Ecclesia. I can normal summon Corridor. And then bring out Neos. I don't think that's necessary. I really don't think that's necessary. Fuck it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. That's strange. Why can't I bring out Predator Plant to affect monsters? Are you still gonna lock me out of my special summons? Blah, 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 blah. You can blah 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 blah. Also, you cannot for the rest of this turn. So why the fuck can't I bring out Predator Plant? Is it because he's disconnected? I think it's because he's disconnected. Oh, we're both disconnecting. Dude, are you fucking kidding me? Ah, whatever. I don't get it. What? You can only use if it's blah 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 blah. Was Dogmatic a punishment what locked me out? Target one face set, blah 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 blah. Okay, cool. No, this motherfucker's just slow as shit. Both of our connections is like dog water, and I don't like that. Did Dogmatic punishment lock me out of Predator Plant Verde Anaconda till the end of your next turn? Yep. So that locked me out of Predator Plant Verde Anaconda. Good to know. We've devolved into Caveman Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's perfectly fine. This card's normal summon. You can target one level 4 Great Fever monster in your graveyard, special summon it, blah 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 blah. That's crazy, bro. Fusion substitute. I believe I can Ash Blossom that, can't I? I don't know. I thought I could Ash Blossom that, but alright. Okay, what's this? Yeah, blah, blah, blah. During your main phase, you can activate this effect. During the entry, all agree add one to the. Yeah, fuck off. I really want to resolve evenly matched. I also have no idea why this is still on the field. Can this not destroy things? I don't get it. There are things at play here that I just do not understand. But also, I'm now gonna go into Predator Plant Verde Anaconda. Okay. So I have an option of returning that shit, returning his whole graveyard, or returning all monsters he controls. Personally, I'd rather just return all spells and traps. And we'll just do that. We'll send Birdie Anaconda to the graveyard. There you go. Alright, that's pretty funny. Pretty pog, right guys? It's pretty poggers. We're gonna normal summon Ecclesia. Because why not? Activate her effect. Add to our hand. Yeah, do I even have anything for that? I suppose I do. We're gonna add Maximus. Yeah. Add Maximus. Oh, he scooped. There you go. He knew he fucked. He knew he's fucked. That's game 4. Bad hand, but also against a bad player, so it is what it is. I have no idea why Ecclesia was still on the field. I don't know, man. Game 5. Let me go first. Be a homie. Be a homie. Be a homie, man. And fuck. Am I not playing any meta-relevant decks that want to go second? First play. 35, 15. Okay. Good ratios. Probably knows what he's doing. Made a competent deck. Oh shit. You know what? I don't mind that at all. Especially when Rocket Monster from your deck, but it can't attack during the turn. So he's gonna go for some plays. That's an immediate playmaker. Hold up. Look at MasterDuelMeta.com real quick. Alright. Rocket. Alright. Special. Oh shit. Yeah, fuck it. I'll Ash Boss. I don't care. You playing Raid Raptors? I Dragon Link. Alright. Erratic Seal. Alright. Yeah, this guy's playing Dragon Links. Rocket Tracer. Okay, once returned during your opponent's turn. Why can't I draw? Alright, Magical Meltdown, baller. Once per turn, if this card is in the extra monster room, you contribute 1 monster from your hand, return 1 face-up card on the field to the hand. If this card is tributed to special summon, blah 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 blah. That's a quick effect. Alright, I want that gone. I do not want that on the field. Because that seems really fucking annoying. And we're both disconnected. Spectrum Internet, why? This game is stinky, GG. It's a lot of waiting, love. It's a lot of being patient. No! God fucking damn it, dude! What the fuck is wrong with this game today? Just let the game play out. Fuck. Stop playing on your Nintendo Switch. The game is confusing? No, it's like Clash of Clans, love. You know, you build your castle, your opponent builds up their castle, and you see who can tear down whose castles, essentially. Alright, you gonna return it? Is that what you're gonna do? You're gonna return itself? Yeah, he's gonna return it. Okay. Well, at least I got that out. I don't know what that does. If it's sent to the graveyard, you can add one rock monster from your deck to your hand. Okay. Hey, that is a very defensive play. Good on him. Hold up. I think I know what's in his hand. I know two of the cards in his hand. He added to his hand Rocket. I think he just added himself an Absoluter Dragon. A Rocket Recharger. He has a Rocket Tracer. And he has a Boot Sector. Okay, so he can't Ash Blossom me. So we know that. Cool. We're gonna go ahead and Magical Meltdown. Alright. We're gonna add Alistair to our hand. I'm not gonna use Pot of P. No need for me to use the Pot of P. We've got plenty of good cards. Let's go ahead and rock the combo. Very, very easy one-card combos. Little babies can do this. Watch this. Alistair, and he summons. We add Invocation, alright? Lets us make big ol' monsters. We don't have enough materials yet to make that monster. So, we're gonna link off Alistair, because he's just the one monster, to summon a monster that is a linked one. That means it takes one monster to bring it out. Almirage. That's not the monster we want out, because we want a light one to get the fusion monster we're looking for, alright? So we're gonna send this monster out to bring out another Link 1 monster, because all it takes is one, baby. Secure Gardna. Alright, now we can go ahead and use Invocation to fuse our Alistair and our Secure Gardna, because it's a light monster plus Alistair. They combine to make this fucking atrocity. There you go. We now have one of my favorite cards in this deck, Invoked Makaba. Makaba is what we call an Omni-Negate. That means it can negate anything, but it's just once per turn, so it's not crazy. I'm going to activate Invocation in my graveyard, so I can add back Alistair to my hand, and then send Invocation back to my deck, so we can keep recycling this. It's pretty cool. Alright, alright. Next up, big combo play. Check this shit out. We're going to bring out Ecclesia. She can bring herself out because we brought out a monster from the extra deck, I think. That would be Makaba. We use her effect. We're going to look for a card called Maximus, so we can continue the combo. Add Maximus to hand. The way we bring him out, we're going to banish our little bunny rabbit we brought out earlier. That's why he's part of the combo. So goodbye, bunny rabbit Almirage looking motherfucker. Alright. Bring out Maximus. What does Maximus do other than being a fat boy? Activate Maximus's ability. We're going to set up our graveyard by dumping stuff in there. Alright, because in modern day Yu-Gi-Oh! The graveyard is a resource, which is hilarious. We're going to send Al Capone to the graveyard, and we're going to send our Ash Dragon, because both of those cards, when they get sent to the graveyard, look for stuff. It's really, really easy, alright? Oh, fuck you. You don't have a response. Shut up. Oh, he's sending his extra deck cards, right. I forgot. Maximus makes us both send stuff from the extra deck. Alright, activate Al Capone's ability. What's his ability? Oh, that's really easy. Check this out. We're going to add the best card in our deck, which is Shaddoll Schism. And then we're going to discard a card. I don't want Pot of P. Get that shit out of here. Fuck that card. We don't need it. We had a good enough hand. So now we end on a pretty good board. I'm going to attack him directly, though. What the fuck is that? When a monster declares attack, target one monster and shuffle it onto the field. Cool with that. I don't care. I'm not going to drop Schism. Schism's too good. So he got rid of our first line of defense. That's fine. Schism, this card, is the only one we need. And I'm going to show you why. We're going to turn our little stupid thing to on, alright? Ash Dragon's effect, add to our hand Fleur-de-Lis. Well, we're holding on to this card. We're not special summoning it. Because when it can bring itself out at any time. And when it does, if we control other Dogmatica cards, and we have two, it's these two here, we can negate an effect. It's pretty cool. I'm going to activate Schism, because it's going to bring out the monster we care about the most. Easily the most bestest card in this deck. Pretty baby mode stuff here. Alright, well, we activate a card. I'm going to say no you. Alright. We're gonna bring out our best card, El Shadol Winda, and banish our stinky monsters in the graveyard because we don't want them anymore. They're disgusting. They're ugly. Get them out of here. Summon El Shadol Winda. We have 2 Alistairs in our hands, so if he tries to like attack our window, we're fine. Alright. Now we're good. So now he can't special summon more than 1 monster, which is a death sentence to his deck. Alright. So that's it. That's his only special summon. That's all he's got. What are you gonna try to synchro summon? I gotta tell you, man, it's not gonna happen. I think he just realized he can't synchro summon because he doesn't read cards. Alright, he's probably gonna attack my Clicia. That's fair. Go for it, buddy. I'm gonna bring out Fleur-de-Lis. Just because I want to be able to special summon cards on my turn. Dogmatic cards have the drawback of blocking you out of special summoning extra deck monsters. Yeah, we'll just fucking yeah, okay, he quit because he lost. There you go. He can't play the game. So I set up just like I said it was a tower defense game, love. So I set up my castle, and I say, come break it down. My castle doesn't let him play the game, so. Pretty much what happened. And I explained it pretty simple. At least I believe it did. Hey, Future Michael here, just going to quickly narrate over this sped up footage. So this game is a loss, and it's just one of those games where you lost because you didn't get to go first. In a way, it's a taste of my own medicine. So while I was doing the VOD review for Max, I mentioned that IDS can completely shut down Tri-Brigade, and that is true. The thing is, I have to start first, and I had the perfect hand for it. I could have brought out just the best field ever, and this player would have not been able to go off their full combo. But since they did, Apex Avian has the ability to negate pretty much anything I could throw at it, and the thing that it was distributing to use its effect was constantly recycling itself onto the field. And then there's that Link monster that's protecting all of them, so realistically, there's nothing in this deck or most decks really, can do to stop that turn 1 play. It's just too strong if they open up right going first, and that's exactly what happened. If I had opened up like Nibiru or like an Infinite Permanence, which I don't currently have in this account, well, his account, we could have stopped this, but yeah, that's just Yu-Gi-Oh! Sometimes, you know? So that's going to be a loss. We're going to move on to the next game. I'll say that. Alright, wait, hold up. Once per turn during either player's end phase, the player must tribute 1 face-up monster, and if they do inflict damage to the opponent equal to... Okay. That's it? That's all you're gonna do? Alright, dude. I don't know what kind of burn you're trying to play, buddy. What you trying to play, brother? I ain't playing that shit. Alright, I'm gonna have to set... I don't want to set Invocation in the graveyard, but it's the only way I could do this. Yeah. No. Great. You can change that monster face down position. You could use special summon this card. Wait a minute. Oh no. It's a stall burn deck. Why the fuck do people like this even play the game? I don't understand. Like, what joy do you have of like, yeah, I'm gonna take the absolute longest time possible to draw out these games to a bajillion years while you slowly but surely die. Like, not only are these strategies like inconsistent and bricky as shit. Oh, Cauldron of the Old. Oh no. Not only are they inconsistent and like extremely bricky, like nobody likes you. You're literally that kid in that class that everyone thinks is smelly. Alright, what happens when Jack Frost is flipped face up? Blah, 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 blah. Once per turn, you can change this card to face on position. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna flip summon. Alright, I think I'm just gonna summon Ash Blossom. Alright. So I could just attack directly. You have another stall card, I swear to God. Fuck. What's he do? Hold up, hold up. Once per turn, blah, 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 blah. When your opponent attacks specifically, yeah, I'm just gonna max you again. Gate the attack, alright. I don't have any linked monsters. Oh, big oof. Fuck you. Target won't face much by controls. Send a monster. If you do destroy that card, we'll fucking go with that. Part of me wants to send. Ugh, I really don't want to have to send what's his face, Ashland Dragon on that. I'm gonna have to send Intis, and I'm gonna have to send Apollon, so I can pop the Enema. Don't want you stalling out anymore, buddy. Discard. I don't need Nibiru, so I'm gonna discard him. All right, cool. I'm gonna send to the graveyard Ashland, and I'm gonna send Predator Plant Icon because I don't need it anymore. I need to pop that card. Yeah, no. Destroy this during the second end phase. When this card resolves, change all monsters to punch with face on session. Just let me draw something to pop, please. Fucking finally, shit. Oh, if we used Almirage and all this shit, I could technically... yeah, hold up. Alright, we're gonna use Alistair, and we're gonna use that. Activate invocation. Add Alistair back to hand. Activate the effect of Invoke Algamedes. We're gonna banish Rainbow Neos. What'd I tell you, Max? This is the long haul. If this person has something to stop this attack, I rage quit. Fuck you. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Oh, this guy's such a fucking prick. At least Secure Garden is protecting me from doing that. This is so fucking boring. Another Alistair, eh? What happened? How the fuck am I disconnected? God damn it, Spectrum Internet. I swear to God. Alright. I am actually gonna make a Makaba. Just to tell him to go fuck himself. Alright. Alistair in my hand. And we're gonna get rid of Nibiru. We have exactly as much attack as we need, and just in case, we're going to activate Algamedes' effect. Alright, banish that. So that we still have enough. Algamedes attacks. Alright. Activate the effect of Makaba. His effect is that you can go fuck yourself. Fuck you, burn players. You fucking suck. Jesus Christ, y'all motherfuckers are the worst mankind has to offer. I've never been... Oh, I hate that I have to play against you fucking virgins. Jesus. Touch some goddamn grass. Alright, that's enough. That's enough of a demonstration. Alright, I did an explanation for an hour, I played for an hour, we're good. GG's, we're out of here. Fuck burn players, they suck ass. IDS is good, is a pretty good deck. Alright, well, if you made it this far, I appreciate you for watching something this long. This is mainly just a tutoring session for one of my friends. But if you appreciate the content and you potentially want to schedule an appointment of your own for some tutoring, hey, feel free to DM me, comment, whatever. We can set something up. I do have rates and they're cheap. So yeah, I'm really bad at outros. I also want to apologize if I seemed really toxic. I am toxic, and I fucking hate burn players. Nobody likes burn players, and nobody likes playing against Exodia players. Let's be real. So I guess I'm not sorry, and fuck burn players. Bye.